I'm Julie Newman and I'm Head of Events and Hospitality. Been in this role now since 2006, but before that I was working in the ticket office. So I juggle probably quite a few hats here, like a lot of people do. So I'm part of the Forever Ask committee, so I help with organising the golf day, that sort of thing, all the events that we do around that. And also Player of the Year awards, and although we don't have an actual event now, I still help with organising the trophies and handing them out on a match day and that sort of thing. So and I also help with doing a little bit for the owners, looking after them, and Lee and Les as well. So I normally get in around 7:30 on a normal match day. And my first job really is to get the car park lists up to date. You know, we've got 4 car parks, which isn't easy to manage either. So get those done, and because they need to be done by sort of like 8:30. And then I usually do all my last checks, make sure everybody's got a seat, everybody's got a table, the table numbers are correct, and you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, and then the girls start coming in, the hospitality girls start coming in at around 11:30, and then that's when I start doing my briefings and just going through everything with them to make sure that they've got all the information that they need as well to make the day run as smoothly as possible. So a lot of people think that you just turn up on a match day and it's already done, but it takes a lot of work. So liaising with the caterers, menus, and you know, all that sort of thing. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Table plans, seating plans, you know, and that. So it is a full-time job in itself. So it was really good to get everybody back. That's what it's all about for me. You know, I'm sociable, and that's part of my role. And you know, meeting and greeting people and that. So yeah, it was good to get people back, definitely. You know, the whole furlough situation and playing behind closed doors and that sort of thing. And I was quite privileged in the sense that I still had a role to play. So even though the games were behind closed doors, I was still looking after the owners, the directors of both teams, home and away. So. The year before last was probably the worst actually, and you know, not being able to let fans in, and you know, what you miss, it's not just about the money, it's about the whole match day experience, and you know, for the staff as well. And you know, my job entails me to do a role that there's a product at the end of it, and that was really difficult that there was no product at the end of it really, because hospitality was shut down completely, and that was really hard for everybody. And I think it's really important that, you know, the fans eventually were allowed back, and you know, it's just a great feeling for everybody all round, I think. So just before the pandemic actually, back in 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I had so much support, you know, from friends and family and that sort of thing. But you know, the fans actually sent me some really nice messages, and the owners were absolutely amazing, and the club as well. The support that I received was just, you know, out of this world really, and it was good to know that it didn't matter what I was going through. It was about what I could come back to. And for me, that was just the spur to get me over everything. I've been here for 24 years now, but a fan all my life, the same as all my family really. My mum worked here up until 2011, and she was here for 25 years. And she started in the club shop, and then she did the laundry, and then the ticket office as well, and reception. So yeah, it's definitely, you know, for me it is a family club, and you know, my daughter works for me on a match day as well. So yeah, definitely family for me means family. So, you know, working here, it becomes part of your life, and you spend more time here than you actually do, you know, with your own family and at home. People think that working in football is glamorous, but it's a lot of long hours and hard work, and you know, you need a good, strong team around you. And when people say, you know, we are together, we actually are together, sort of thing, you know. And I've made some amazing friends, lifelong friends, and that along the way. So yeah, it's a really good place to work. So I've worked really closely with like Jen and Diane in the ticket office, and you know, they've been here as long as I have, and you know, Terry Springett, the club secretary, has been here for over 40 years, and you know, there's quite a lot of us actually. And without naming everybody, I think a lot of the fans think that, you know, there's not a lot of QPR fans that actually work here, and that there's more than they actually think, you know, and they've all become really good friends over the years as well. So like meeting people, and you know, you do meet some really interesting people, and that, but again, even some of those have become friends and that as well over the years. So yeah, and it's a massive part of the job and something that I really enjoy. And you know, as long as people go away from here happy, in the sense that they've had a really good day in hospitality, I can't control what happens out on the pitch, but you know, as long as they've had a really good time in the lounges, then I've done my job well that day. I grew up across the road on White City Estate, and you know, and that's where my roots are. And in those days, you supported your local team, and even though I've moved out a little bit further now, this will always be my team. And yeah, I don't switch off at 5 o'clock. I don't think any of us really do anyway. You know, so yeah, you know, the day just carries on. And because all of my family are QPR as well, you know, every time I get a phone call, it's 9 times out of 10, you know, oh, they want to talk about the match and what happened on Saturday and that sort of thing. So yeah, you never switch off from it. Yeah, I think that we do try to cater for everybody, and you know, we've got the W12 restaurant, which is more like your hardcore fan, and you know, you can come along to there, and we have a legend in there for every match, and you know, we do a little Q&A and that sort of thing, and it's a really relaxed atmosphere, and you know, it's great for any age, kids, adults, anything really. You know, so, and then we have our boxes, so we've got 18 boxes, and again, you know, it's not just about corporate birthday parties, anything like that we cater for and look after as well. And then C Club is where the directors are, and that's our highest end hospitality area, but again, a really relaxed atmosphere, and you know, and it's a really, really nice day for everybody. A lot of us that have been here a long time, and you know, and it tends to be that, you know, even if you weren't a QPR fan when you first started working here, it gets under your skin and you soon become that QPR fan, and you know, you want them to win out there on a match day and that. So yeah, definitely it gets to you.